mode.
Good evening, everyone. Dean Manhammer here. It is my pleasure to be your host tonight to share with you some information about a e-commerce opportunity for both Dubli Network and Dubli.com. Now, you've been invited here to see an overview of this particular business model. Now, I have a couple of assumptions I need to make. One of them that is you have been given a complete tour of what we call Dubli.com, which is the retail side of our business. It's important that you understand the fundamental offering to the public, understand the value that it represents, because that is the underpinning to our business model. Now, during the presentation, I will take you through the high points of that business model, but if for some reason you have not had the opportunity for a complete tour of Dubli.com, then whoever invited you to this presentation, please get back to them and ask them to give you that tour. It's my job tonight to give you some information in a very concise, systematic way so that you can determine the value of this particular opportunity for you and your family. So with that, what I want to do is we're going to talk a little bit about e-commerce and what's happening in the marketplace and as it relates to that. And Dubli.com is the fundamental underpinning to what we call our business model and what they offer to the public. And see, this is going to be very important to grasp. Unlike most other marketing companies, we don't try to explain to people why they should buy our product because it's a new formulation, it's cheaper, stronger, better than somebody else's. We have a better, whatever it is, whatever the sales pitch is. What we say to people today is buy from the same stores, the same service companies that you already trust, you already believe in, and you already are using. Same products. Worst case scenario, even at the same price, but you're going to get the best deal, the best price. Doesn't matter if you're registered with any of these stores and providers. If you get special discounts because you are registered with them, if you get coupons, if you get discounts, you get all of it. Doesn't matter whose credit card you use. If you use a credit card from a provider that gives you frequent flyer miles, cash back, whatever it is, you get all of that. You get absolutely everything, and Dubli will pay you cash back on the best deal, the best price that you cannot get going direct, doing exactly the same thing, up to as much as 30% cash back. There's literally 10,000 plus stores around the world in the Dubli global shopping platform. It's over 1 billion products. Now, when you hear us use the term the stackable savings, what that really means is that, again, if you're registered, if you got coupons, you get everything that is available to you, and you get from Dubli cashback that you can't get otherwise. And every customer around the world is going to have a personalized shopping experience for themselves. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But one of the things that's also very important is the company that you're going to affiliate with. And so what we want to do is make sure that you have an understanding of the business model, what we're doing, and what's going on. Now Dubli is a publicly traded company. They were founded in June of 2003. Now, their headquarters is in Seattle. They've got 9 regional headquarters around the world, and they are expanding and continuing to open more offices and more locations. So they're not a startup. You don't have to worry about, are they going to be here for the next 4 or 5 years? They started in June of 2003. We're 2016, so you already have a 13-year-old company. It makes it a lot simpler and a lot easier for people to feel secure about the company, and it's also a publicly traded company. Now, as a publicly traded company, there's a board of directors and there's some operations people, the people that deal with the business on a day-to-day basis. Now, I'm not going to go through the details of each one of these individuals independently, because as a publicly traded company, you all have access to all of their records. You have a chance to go and take a look at who these people are, what their backgrounds are. What I will tell you is this, especially as it relates to the board of directors, they are top quality people who have had excellent backgrounds, excellent histories. They have a great pedigree, if you will, and the respective positions that they hold, whether it's the board of directors or the operations people, including the CEO, who's Mitch Hill, or any of the other people, including, by the way, Michael Hansen, who's the director, and we kind of call him the brainchild that the brainchild that brought this forwards and has everything in place. And so, again, solid company, lots of people that will help direct this company, moving us into the right direction. Now, as it relates to an e-commerce model, all you've got to do is take a look at the records and see what we have coming into 2016. Goes from 2012 into 2016. In 2012, it was over $1 trillion in sales. It's over $2 trillion forecasted for 2016. 4 years. So again, you see the wave, you see what's happening, you get a feel for what is going on with the business. And if you're going to be part of a business, a part of an e-commerce business, you want to be part of something where there's explosive growth, and that is what is happening with Dubli. So again, this shows the timing to be involved is perfect. And on that e-commerce side with Dubli.com, they represent the forefront of what comes to the marketplace with ease and simplicity. All of the personalized shopping that each individual will have at their own disposal. And again, we're not talking about off-brands. We're not talking about small stores. We're talking about the big brands. We're talking about big brands that people trust. We don't have to convince people that these brands or these stores are great brands. These people have spent millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars over the years branding themselves so people know it's a good brand, it's a good store, and that they have access to all of the top ones across the board around the world. And so what Dubli has the ability to do is offer these on a global basis and be able to offer the coupons, the discounts, the personalization, all of that already in multiple languages, multiple currencies, and the ability for them to have fun in the process of doing that. Built into this, there's a term being used in the industry today called gamifications, and you hear it on television, you hear it in the traditional world, you hear it everywhere. And gamification is the ability for people to do the things that they do and have fun doing it. So Dubli is also put that process into play with what they're doing for the public, and it allows people to have fun with their experience and be able to earn their way through experiences to get up to as much as double cash back on what they do. They also have the ability to have everything that Dubli does in their behalf personalized to them, whether it's their emails, newsletters. We're going to make it simple. We're going to make it easy, including from the mobile apps that we'll be rolling out here very shortly, including the Dubli we call SaveMate. And SaveMate is the old type, shouldn't say old type, it is the new version of a toolbar so that basically whether you're using the app or the SaveMate, you register one time with Dubli, and Dubli makes sure that you never forget. That you could literally go directly to a store, you could Google it, you could go to Bing, whatever, but because you registered, it's going to remind you not to forget about your cash back. If you're Googling it, it's going to appear in the drop down where you see the stores under the categories, whatever you're looking for. It's going to remind you to go ahead and click on it so that you see your cash back and you don't lose it. It's going to be available for all of the browsers that are out there. Simple, easy, fast. It also, if you go directly to the stores, it's just going to pop up at the top and it's going to tell you activate your cashback. One click. It allows you to search for what you're looking for. It allows you to make sure that you always as a customer get the absolute best, and you will never lose out on that cash that you're entitled to. Same thing will apply to the mobile apps. You'll be able to do that. And by the way, some parts of the world, this is the means by which they do a lot of their shopping, a lot of their searching. It is through the mobile devices versus a computer. Simple and easy, 2 clicks, same prospect in terms of personalization and details and information that's going to be available on the app as is on a normal computer. It even allows customers to share information with other friends and family and customers so that they can expand the business for us, but basically sharing the good news with friends and family. And it's a simple process of being able to do that. So here's how the cashback works. It's simple and easy. They sign up, and then once they sign up for free, they go look for their store. They go shop, they go find what they want, and they shop and earn. That's as simple as it can possibly get. Sign up, pick a store, shop and earn. No problem at all. Same thing will apply on the apps. You're going to do the same thing, and you'll be able to shop, process, move it along, and it's going to be an exciting method by which people will stay informed and stay on top of what's changing today, and especially as at the pace of what's happening in the world today. Now, the membership levels are this. Now, there's 2 of them that are free, and then there's one that can be paid for. The basic level is just register for free, and you get your cash backs and everything that I just showed you. We have what we call our premier level. Now, the premier level is earned by customers, and they earn that by what we call boost points. Now, customers get boost points, for example, if they download the SafeMate. they get boost points. If they download the app for their smartphone, they get boost points. If they tell a story, if they put something in print, about an experience they had, they get boost points. If they refer a friend, they get boost points. There's a lot of ways, a lot of fun, exciting ways to earn those boost points. And when they have 500 boost points, they earn their way to Premier. But in the beginning, when a customer registers first for free, they will be given the Premier position for 90 days. In other words, they're going to be able to earn double cash back. And they're going to see the value of that in the excitement, and they have a way of just keeping it locked in so they never just go back to basic. Then the other we have is the VIP Lounge. Now, the VIP Lounge is very special for customers that already recognize the value of what Dubli offers, and they want to maximize all of those offerings to them. Now, they're going to get an extra 6% cash back on everything else that a Premier or Basic gets. They will be given special savings, special coupons, special promotions and discounts made only to the VIP members. They will also have access to the Dubli MasterCard for free, and that will be one of the methods that they can access their funds. It will give them additional promotions that will come along, and a lot of these may be time sensitive, so they'll be made available, and the VIP customers will be the only ones that will see it, where the general public and some of the other customers will not have that opportunity to do so. Now, in terms of getting that cash back, lots of ways to do it with Dubli. They're going to be able to use the PayPal, the Dubli MasterCard, even Bitcoin if they choose to do so. They're going to be able to have the funds electronically transferred to their bank account. Again, the idea is to make the experience for the customer simple, easy, fun, so that they have a great experience and they will just continue to come back. In fact, they've already got customers that are talking about their experience, talking about the cashback, talking about what they were able to do and what they were able to save. And one of the things to keep in mind today, the next sought after commodity next to money is time. And so this time savings along with the cash savings and the cashback is all going to tie into where everybody is moving today. So that's the product, folks. That is what keeps us, and ultimately what you will hear me say is our ultimate exit strategy, residual income, for those of us who choose to engage in the business side. So this is what we do when we are choosing to engage with Dubli. The reason that you've been invited onto the presentation to find out about the business side of Dubli and what it offers. Now there's 8 ways that we have an opportunity to earn based on the development of a business and our customers. And I'm going to take you through each one of these points because it's everything from our personal customer commissions, our customer commissions on the VIP memberships, organizational commissions, fast start bonuses, team matching bonuses, partner programs, and special incentives and promotions. And here's how this breaks down. As somebody chooses to engage with Dubli, they have a couple of different ways they can do that. We have a business license, which is $99, and the entry position, or entry package, if you will, excuse me, that a new individual would select to become a team member with Dubli is $495. Now, with that, they get 6 of the VIP vouchers. Those are the $99 vouchers I talked about, included in that package for $495. So when you think about it, that's basically $600 worth of product, and for $495 plus the $99 licensing fee. And they start as what we call a team member. The second way that they can start is what we call our PPA package. Now, this is a package that is generally selected by successful people that want to move quickly, people that want to maximize their income with this company, leave as little on the table as they can, and take advantage of moving on a global basis very quickly, and have the possibility of being able to market what we call the partner programs. Now, the $99 license fee is included in that, so they don't have to pay for that extra. It includes 30 of those VIP vouchers, so that's basically $3,000 worth of product. It includes the training, the certification training required for the partner program. Now, that's roughly $1,000 value. It's $995. If somebody did not start with this package and wanted to market partner programs, which we're going to talk about in a moment, they would have to pay that $995. Well, that's included in this package. It also doubles their income getting started at 10%, and it also allows them to have access to 50% discounts on additional voucher programs within the partner world if they will. And then the last piece included in this is access to the Dubli.com customer pages. Now there's a great number of pages that Dubli has had selected and put in place for those of us in the business that we can use landing pages and those kinds of things for promotion. It's roughly a $400 value. So if you added all of that up, it's $4,400.63, and you're getting it all for the $24.75. So again, you can choose $495 or the $24.75, whichever fits your plans, your business model for how you want to get started and what you want to do. On the earnings side, it breaks down this way. On the personal customers, it's number one. We have the ability to earn between 20 to 30% commission on all of the sales, all of the commercial transactions generated by our personal customers and their referred customers. So it goes from 20 to 30%, and that grows as we increase the number of customers, VIP customers, in our personal group. Then we also have an example so you have a feeling for what this represents. And here's my disclaimer. This is an example. You know, it can be more, it can be less. It's just so you can get a snapshot on just so you understand potential. And it says you got 100 customers. 80 are basic, in other words, free, and 20 are VIP customers. It also shows that the earnings, the earned basic cashback on an annual basis for the basic members is $150. Now that's going to be the same for basic members and VIP, because the VIP members get that as well. Now the 30% cashback on the purchases is going to be $3,600 when you figure 80 times the number of the 30% on the cashback for those customers. It's $3,600. For the 20 within the VIP lounge, it'll be $900. So if you look at your earnings for the 80 basic members on an annual basis now, it's $3,600, and on the plus the VIP, the 20, it's $1,200. So your total earnings for the year would be $4,896. Now again, just a snapshot, just to give you an idea, just to get kind of a feel for what that represents. Now you can have hundreds of customers, thousands of customers, but this is just to give you an idea of what that earnings could look like. Now, the second part of it is the fast start bonuses. Now, we have the ability to earn a pure 10% fast start bonus. So if somebody selects that $495 package, and it's somebody you personally enroll, 10% of $495 is $49.50. The PPA package at $24.75, 10% of that is $247.50. That's one. The second piece is we use what we call a binary, also part of our fast start, and the binary also represents a 10% bonus as well. So if you figure the pure 10 on that I just showed you here on the math on the left, plus the 10 for the binary, that right there off the top is 20%. So this is where our people that getting involved in the business can start to make some very quick money as they move forward developing their business. And this helps you get kind of an idea for what that binary cycle looks like. There's only two teams. You can sponsor 5, 10, 50, 20, 50 people, doesn't matter, because that's the way the business will work. But those for the fast start side of it will go into two teams, one right, one left. And it's capped at $25,000 per week. So if you were maxed out, and it's a four-week month, that's $100,000 just on that piece alone. Then the next piece is the matching bonuses. It's also based on our ranks, which I'm going to take you through here in a moment. It will pay out 10% on all your personally enrolled. Doesn't matter how many you personally enrolled. And then as you move through the ranks, you get promotions. Then ultimately on that side, there's 4 generations that are paid out in matching bonus as well. 2/10 on the first and second generation, 5% on the third and fourth generation. Now, one thing I want you to understand. If this is the first time you're actually seeing this in print and hearing it, it may seem complicated. What I want you to understand is not to worry about it. We do a lot of trainings with it, but it's a whole lot simpler than you think. The only thing I want you to understand on what we call this fast start portion of it, it's designed so you can make some very good money very quickly as you build your customer base, as you build your organizational customer base, so that you create the residual income so that you have that long-term stability. Now, the rank advancements work this way. If you came in with a $495, you'd be called a team member. It's this individual right here on the right-hand side. Enroll 3 people who do the $495, you get promoted to team leader. That's what T&L stands for. Help them do the same thing, you get promoted to team coordinator. That's what TC stands for. Help them move to, and this is where it changes a little bit, you have to have 5 sales teams and a sales director. That's what the SD stands for. And if you are a team coordinator, the TC that has 3 TCs, you start moving forward to the sales director. Top 2 positions are vice president, senior vice president, same basic structure. And again, this is the rank advancement. This is where the residual income will come from. I will stress again, we do a very extensive training to help you grasp this in terms of the compensation plan. This is to give you an overview. And we also focus on customer points because the points will be very important. And as long as you maintain your customer points, you never, ever, ever will move backwards in rank. And it's very simple. You can see those customer points, 1 for a team member, 20 to a senior vice president. Understand, we're not saying that's all we want you to do. All of us want literally hundreds and hundreds of customers, but this just guarantees that you've got your ranks locked in and you don't have to worry about it. The organizational commissions also work this way. It's 5% assigned to each position as you look here from the team leader all the way up to vice president. Senior vice presidents get 2.5%. This column on the left is the aggregate total, and then what I call this is a differential type pay, meaning this: if you're a sales director and you're entitled to 20%, and you have a team leader organization that's entitled to 10%, 20 minus 10 is 10%. You'll get 10% paid through the entire organization at the bottom. If you're a vice president at 25% and you have a team coordinator organization at 15%, the difference is 10%. And again, you get paid 10% through that whole organization all over the bottom, all the transactions, everything. If you have people of matching rank starting at the team coordinator level, even then you get what we call generation overrides. 2% for the team coordinator. Sales directors get 2 generations, 2% and 1. Vice presidents 3, 2%, 2% and 1. Senior vice presidents 2 generations, 1.5 and 1. Again, what this really means is this: when you look at building a massive organization where you've got, and again, over time, whatever time represents for each of you, and you've got literally hundreds of thousands, millions of customers generating millions of transactions, you're talking about an unprecedented revenue stream. This, again, is just an example. There's my disclaimer, just an example to give you kind of a feel for potential. This basically says that in an organization, this is organizational commissions now, not personal, you've got 3,000 total customers, 2,000 basic, 1,000 VIP customers. This just gives you a breakdown on how it's earned, and basically during the course of the year, it's $54,900 in residual income. You know, not bad in an organization, and those are very small numbers as it relates to customers. Now, if you had thousands of business associates that represented that same type of number, because we're talking about just doing the math, because this organization was with 100 business associates for those customers, you're at over $500,000. So again, it gives you just an idea of what the income can look like. All the tools you need to run a global business in the absolute first quality, top of the banner that can be done has been done by Dubli for us. From presentable materials, online materials, things that you can take to printers, in the magazines, landing pages, web banners, you name it, it's all in place for you. The company looks at education as being critical. We have the academy. The academy will teach you through how to run your business, how to run your Dubli business, all the things that you need to learn and grow within your business. A lot of it is done online in terms of your education. There are some that will be done offline, but that's in place too to make sure that you have everything that's necessary for a very strong and very powerful business as you grow with it. A lot of advertising already taking place in regards to Dubli. Some interviews that were done on Fox and Net Worth Commerce, and our founder Michael Hansen has been on a number of those things, a number of the magazines. So even the media is now starting to pick up on that. One of the other things I wanted to cover is our partner program, and the partner program, we call it BSP Rewards Program for the partners. These are co-branded sites, and what that means is this: whether it's a profit company, nonprofit company, it could be a church, it could be a fundraiser of some fashion, or it could be just a small business. they can take a partner program with Dubli and it's branded to them. Instead of Dubli's brand up here, their logo, their brand goes there. Dubli powers it, Dubli runs it, it's handled for them on their behalf, and they earn a 30% revenue stream on all the commissionable transactions generated through their partners, through their customers, their database, their employee base, whatever it happens to be, and any referrals that come with it. So here's again an example. Again, this is just an example to give you a feel. This top portion says with 10,000 customers, and this is the breakdown. 8,000 are basic customers, 2,000 are VIPs. And that would represent to the partner program $509,000, $500,000. That is not too bad on an annual basis on something that's put in place and will run on an ongoing basis itself. Now, what I want you also to understand, if you happen to be the business associate that introduced the partner program, and let's say you are only at the 10% commission level based on those transactions, your own earnings is just a little under $170,000. That's your personal earnings on that partner program. So it's designed to be a great piece for everyone. So it's up to each one of you. What's best for you? What fits your business plan? What fits the model for where you want to go and what you want to do? Team member package, the $99 plus $495, great value there. The PPA package for $24.75, spectacular value there. Allows you to move quicker, allows you to move faster, allows you to have the tools and resources that you need to move at whatever pace fits your particular business model. So that gives you kind of a real quick overview, rundown on what Dubli represents. For me, it's a privilege, it's a pleasure. I've been with the company now almost 8 years, folks. I've seen the evolution and the change that have taken place with this company, and it was a race to e-commerce. What I can tell you is there's always those types of things that are happening. Doesn't matter what's out on the market today, whatever's there and current is already obsolete. There's going to be continued enhancements and growth coming with Dubli, especially as it relates to the offering to the public. What I will say to you is do your due diligence. If you've got questions, please get back to who invited you on the presentation. Let them get your questions answered so that you have the facts that you can make, so that you can make a good decision for you and your family. What I will tell you is this is the time, and this is the company in an incredible e-commerce environment that's exploding. Do not let this get by you. I believe in the next few years there will be books written on this business model and how it changed the dynamics of the public on a global basis, just like books were written on Sam Walton and on Walmart on how they changed the dynamics of the public when they hit the marketplace here in the United States. Again, my name is Dean Manheimer. It is a privilege, it is a pleasure for me to be able to share the Dubli story with all of you. Thank you for allowing me that opportunity. Have a wonderful evening.